Imagine building a company that convinces millions of people to spend thousands of rupees on something they don't actually need to survive. A gold necklace, a wristwatch, a diamond ring, a pair of spectacles. None of them are necessities, yet millions of Indians happily buy them every year. And one company has mastered this business better than almost anyone else. A company that started by selling watches.
Today, it dominates India's jewelry market, leads the premium watch industry, owns some of the country's fastest-growing eyewear brands, and has become one of the most valuable retail businesses in India. That company is Titan, and its success has very little to do with watches. It's about trust, brand power, and understanding Indian consumers better than almost anyone else.
Before we dive into the story, welcome to Rich Route, the channel where we break down the world's biggest companies, investment strategies, money psychology, wealth-building habits, and the financial lessons hidden behind today's most successful businesses. Every week, we bring you deep-dive documentaries on business empires, stock market investing, personal finance, company analysis, wealth psychology, money mistakes to avoid, and financial freedom strategies. Because understanding money isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about understanding how wealth is actually built. So if you're serious about improving your financial future, subscribe to Rich Route. And let's begin. The story begins in 1984. India's watch market looked very different back then. Most watches were mechanical.
Choices were limited. Waiting periods were long. Owning a stylish watch was considered a luxury. Recognizing this opportunity, the Tata Group partnered with the Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation to create a new company. That company was Titan. Their mission was simple: bring world-class watches to Indian consumers. Instead of competing only on price, Titan focused on design, quality, and innovation. They introduced quartz technology at a time when it was still relatively new in India. Consumers loved the accuracy. They loved the modern designs. And most importantly, they trusted the Tata name. Within a few years, Titan became the leader in India's organized watch market. But great companies rarely stop after one success. Titan's management understood something important. A watch is something most people buy only occasionally. To build a much larger business, they needed products that customers would purchase throughout different stages of life. That's when they made one of the most important decisions in the company's history.
They entered the jewelry business. Many people thought it was a terrible idea. India already had thousands of neighborhood jewelers. Families had trusted local gold shops for generations. Why would anyone buy jewelry from a watch company? But Titan saw a problem that millions of customers faced. Buying gold was often based entirely on trust. Customers had no easy way to verify purity. Pricing lacked transparency. Making charges varied from one jeweler to another. For an average family making one of the biggest purchases of their lives, there was always uncertainty. Titan decided to change that. In 1994, the company launched Tanishq. Instead of asking customers to trust the seller's word, Tanishq introduced standardized pricing, certified purity, modern showrooms, transparent billing, and professional customer service. For the first time, many Indian consumers felt they could buy jewelry with complete confidence. Trust became Titan's biggest competitive advantage. While competitors sold gold, Titan sold peace of mind. That single difference transformed the industry. Over the years, Tanishq became India's largest organized jewelry brand. Today, weddings, festivals, and family celebrations often begin with a visit to a Tanishq showroom. But Titan wasn't finished. The company continued expanding into categories where trust mattered. Eyewear became the next opportunity.
Buying spectacles in India often meant visiting small local optical stores with limited choices. Titan launched Titan Eyeplus. Modern stores, professional eye testing, international quality lenses. transparent pricing. The same strategy worked again. Build trust, deliver quality, create a better customer experience. Then came fragrances, fashion accessories, wearable technology, premium international watch brands. Every expansion followed a similar philosophy. Don't just sell products, build brands that customers believe in. One reason investors admire Titan is its business model. Unlike commodity businesses where companies compete mainly on price, Titan competes through branding. When customers walk into a Tanishq showroom, they aren't simply buying gold. Gold can be purchased almost anywhere. They're buying confidence, design, service, reliability. That allows Titan to earn better margins than businesses competing only on price. Another remarkable aspect of Titan is its understanding of Indian culture. The company doesn't sell jewelry simply because people like ornaments. It understands that in India, jewelry represents emotion. A wedding, a festival, a child's future, a family celebration.
Gold isn't just an expense. For many households, it's also considered a store of wealth. By understanding these emotional and cultural factors, Titan built relationships that go far beyond transactions. The company's success is also driven by one powerful trend. India's middle class continues to grow. As incomes increase, consumers often move from unorganized local businesses toward trusted national brands. This shift has benefited Titan for decades. Millions of first-time buyers prefer purchasing from a company they recognize, especially when making expensive purchases. Of course, Titan also faces challenges. Gold prices fluctuate, consumer spending changes during economic slowdowns, competition from both organized and unorganized dealers remains intense. International luxury brands are expanding in India. Online retailers continue changing shopping habits, and consumer preferences evolve over time. Yet despite these challenges, Titan has consistently demonstrated an ability to adapt.
It invests heavily in design, technology, retail expansion, customer experience, and digital capabilities. Rather than reacting to change, Titan often tries to stay ahead of it. For investors, Titan offers several valuable lessons. The first is that trust can become one of the strongest competitive advantages in business. The second is that brands create pricing power. Customers willingly pay more when they believe they are receiving better quality and greater reliability. The third lesson is that long-term success rarely comes from chasing short-term trends. Titan spent decades building its reputation. That reputation cannot be copied overnight. And finally, Titan reminds us that great businesses don't simply sell products. They solve problems. They reduce uncertainty. They create confidence. Whether it's buying a wedding necklace, a premium watch, or a pair of spectacles, customers choose Titan because they trust the experience. That's incredibly difficult for competitors to replicate. Today, Titan is no longer just a watch company. It is one of India's strongest consumer brands, one of the country's most admired retailers, and one of the finest examples of how trust, patience, and consistent execution can create extraordinary long-term wealth. The next time you walk past a Titan, Tanishq, or Titan Eyeplus store, remember, you're not just looking at a jewelry or watch retailer. You're looking at a company that transformed trust into one of India's most valuable business empires. Thanks for watching Rich Root. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.